Well, hello again, everybody. Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University, and today we have a neat little strategy for you. This one is called Passive Aggressive Craps. Now, this is a $1,000 buy-in. We play it at the $10 table, and the passive part of it is we get our money in and out quickly, so we don't give the casinos many opportunities to get our money. The aggressive part of it is we press it at every opportunity we get while that money is out there. So the Passive Aggressive Craps strategy. Now, this is a mashup of strategies presented by Greg Uloho as far as the aggressive part of it, and Waylon over at Waylon's Way is also part of the aggressive part of it, and then the bone thrower is a proponent of getting your money in and out quickly, and so the passive part of it is bone thrower's strategy. So the passive aggressive strategy, let's head on down to the felt, and we'll explain the nuts and bolts of it, and then we will roll it out for a few minutes and see what we got here. So let's head on down to the felt now and take a look. We'll see you there shortly. Okay, everyone, down here on the Crapsy Virtual Craps table, and we're getting ready to roll our Passive Aggressive Craps strategy. Now, this will begin with a $1,000 buy-in, which you can see at the top right hand corner of the screen, and this is a $10 minimum bet table. Now, the passive part of this is we're going to go 4 rolls, and that includes the come out roll, and then we're going to pull all our bets down and wait for the shooter to 7 out and move on to the next shooter. The aggressive part of it is that all our hits we're going to full press. We're going to reinvest those until we get through these 4 rolls. The base level, we start off with 44 inside, so let's put those up. Whoops, that's not right. Let's clear that out. 44 inside right there. And that's our base bet. Now, if we lose on a shooter, he throws a 7 before he gets 4 throws in, which will happen. The next shooter will start at 66 inside, so we'll increase that by 1 level. And then 88 inside, etc., etc. And when we meet or exceed our session high, then we'll go back to our base level. And basically that is how it works. Now, one other thing, we will press all our inside bets by 1 level, or $5 each, $6 on the inside, 2 numbers, of course, the 6 and the 8. Anytime we throw a number that is not one of these inside numbers, if we throw a 4, for example, we'll press all the inside numbers by 1 unit. So that's how the passive aggressive crap strategy works. So let's go ahead and get a number established, and we will roll this out and see what we have. So here is our first come out roll, and this will be roll 1 for this particular shooter, and that's the 5-3-8 easy. And so we get the puck placed, and we'll come up with 44 inside, and we're looking for 4 rolls. We've got 1 roll in. This is our second roll, and there's the 6 hard, so that's a $14 win. So we'll reinvest 10 of that. Or let's reinvest 12 of it. We'll put 1 unit on the 6, 1 unit on the 8, and here's our third roll. And we 7 out. Okay, so we did lose on that shooter. We're down to 958 in our bankroll. So for this next shooter, we'll start off at 66, which will be the base level plus 1. And our session high, of course, is 1,000 since we lost on the first shooter. So there's 66 inside. That's 15 on the 5 and the 9, 18 on the 6 and the 8. 1 roll in. Here's the second roll. And there's no field 5, the 4-1 no field. So that's a $21 win. So we'll reinvest 20 of that. And we'll put 10 of that on the 5 and bring that up to a quarter. And we'll do the same on the 9. So here's roll 3, and that's a 10 hard, so we miss all 4 numbers. So for this last row, we're going to increase our bets by 1 unit on all 4 of the inside numbers. And as you can see now, the 5 and the 9 are at 30, and the 6 and the 8 are at 24, and we're rolling. Here we go. This is the final roll for this shooter, and that's another 10 hard, so we miss again, and everything, that's 4 rolls for this shooter, so everything comes down, and we're at 979. So we did win a little on this shooter. So next time we will stay at the same level, which was level 3, where we had 66 inside, because we have not reached our session high yet. So there's the 6-2, that's the 8 easy. And our next roll. And there's the railroad tracks, all the dots we got. Next roll. And there's 3 craps, so back-to-back craps numbers. And there's the winner 6, the 5-1. So another come out roll, and we're just waiting for this shooter to 7 out, and then we'll move on to shooter number 3. So there's the 3-1, that's the 4 easy. And next roll, and there's the 5-3, 8 easy. And we're in the passive part of our strategy here. It's hard sometimes to stand and watch somebody shoot for a while and you're not in on the action, but that's just part of being patient and protecting your bankroll. So there's another 3 craps, and there are the double trays, 6 hard. And here's roll number 15 for this shooter. That's the center field 9, the Colt 45. Next roll, sunflowers, the 10 hard. And there's the winner 4, the 4 easy. So another come out roll. And here we go. And there are the snake eyes, 2 craps. Next roll. And there's the no field 5, the tray and the deuce. And we're rolling, here we go. There's a 6-4-10 easy. Dice in hand, here we go, there's another 4 easy. So this shooter's popping those 4s and 10s pretty regularly. And there's another one, this one's the hard way, the 4 hard. And there's the 7 out on roll number 23 for shooter number 2. So on to shooter number 3 now. Here's the come out roll, that's the 6 hard. And so we'll come up now at level 2, which is 66 inside. So let's get our bets up there. And here's roll 2 for this shooter. And that's the 6-3 center field 9, so that's a $21 win. So we will reinvest that win. And we'll put 10 on the 5 and 10 on the 9, and that brings both of those up to quarters. And here's our next roll. And there's the 5-3-8 easy, so that's another $20 win. So let's put 6 on the 6 and the 8. That's 12 of it. And let's put another 5 on the 5, 5 on the 9, and that's, we'll take an extra $1 out of our rack to meet that level. And here's the final roll for this shooter. And it's a craps 12. So that's 4 rolls for that shooter, so everything comes down. That's the passive part of it. We just went through the aggressive part of it by pressing all our bets. We are at a new session high. There's the 7 out, by the way, so we timed that well. We're at a new session high at 1,021, so for shooter 4, we'll go back to our base level, which is 44 inside. And there's back-to-back 7s. This one's the front line winner on the come out roll. That's roll 1. And there's Yo 11, so that's roll 2 for this shooter. And next roll. And there's the 6-2, that's the 8 easy, so we'll come back up with 44 inside. And unfortunately, since we had those horn numbers, this is the only roll we're going to be active on this particular shooter. And here we go. And there's the 7 out, so that was timed perfectly wrong. So we do lose a little money on that shooter. And we're back to 977, and here's the come out roll for shooter number 5, and that's the railroad track, so no help there. And this time he hits the 6-3 center field 9. So we did lose on the last shooter, so we'll come up to 66 inside, level 2 for this shooter. And this is roll number 3 for shooter number 5. And that's the no field 5, the 3-2, so that's a $21 win. So we'll just bring the 5 and the 9 up to a quarter each. And here's the final roll for this shooter. And there's another 7 out, so we can't get to four rolls without 7ing out here. So shooter 6 will go up to level 3 now. And there's the come out roll, that's the 3-2-5. So we're at level 3. So that's 88 inside, and we're rolling. And there's a 6-2-8 easy, so that's a $28 win. So we'll reinvest most of that. Let's go 12 on the 6 and the 8. And we'll just rack the other $4. And here's roll number 3 for this shooter. And there's a center field 9, so that is another $28 winner. So let's go 10 on the 5. Bring that up to 30. Do the same on the 9. And let's bring the 8 up by $6 more, and we'll rack the remainder. And here's roll number 4. Here we go. And there's a center field 9, so that's a $42 hit on that one. And that's 4 rolls for this shooter, so everything will come down, and we'll wait for the next shooter now. And there's the 7 out, the 5-2, and this shooter's all through. So we're on to shooter number 7. We're at 10-10, which is not our session high. 10-21 is the session high, so we'll go back at the level we were at, which is 88 inside. And let's get those up. Now you can, if you want to be more conservative, go back to the base level since we're within $11 of being there. That's never a bad idea, but we're going to stay aggressive on this one and see if we can pick up a win with shooter number 7 here. And we got 88 inside bet. And here's roll number 2. And that's yo 11, so that's none of the numbers, so we'll press all 4 of them by 1 unit. And that brings us up to 110 inside for roll number 3. And there's the 3-1-4, so that's another miss, the 4 easy. So we'll press another unit on all 4 of the inside numbers, and that puts us at 132, and this is the final roll. And there's the winner 6, so that's a nice hit for us, a $42 win. That's 4 rolls for this shooter, so everything comes down, and we're at a new session high at 10.52. And the come out roll is a winner 7, frontline winner. So shooter 7 continues on, and we'll wait for him to 7 out, and then we'll reinvest on shooter 8, and we'll be back at the base level with shooter 8 because we are at a new session high. So there's a 6-2, the 8 easy, the number is 5, puck's on 5. And there's 5-2, 7 out. So on to shooter number 8. And here's the come out roll. And 6-3-9, center field 9 will be the number, so the puck moves to the 9. And we come out with the 44 inside bet, base level. And here's roll number 2, and that's yo 11. So we miss all our numbers, so we'll press them all by 1 unit. So we're at 66 inside now. And roll number 3 is the 3-2 no field 5, so that's a $21 win. So we'll invest 10 of that on the 5 and the other 10 on the 9, and we'll rack the extra $1. And here is the final roll for this shooter as far as we're concerned. And he throws the 6 easy, so that's a nice little $21 win. And we'll bring everything down now, and we're sitting at 10.94. And there's a 6-4-10 easy, 9's the number, and we're going to sit on the sidelines until shooter number 8 7's out. And then we'll start reinvesting with shooter 9. And once again, we will be at the base level because we're at a new session high. So that's always a good thing. Here's the 4-2-6 easy. And the next roll. 415, the horse and buggy. And 3-2, no field 5. And there's the 3 craps, AC Deucey. And there are the sunflowers, the 10 hard. And here's roll number 12 for this shooter. And 3 craps this time. That's 2 out of the last 3 rolls have been 3 craps. And 5-3, that's the 8 easy on roll number 13. And here's roll number 14. We got a hot shooter here. And there's the 4-3, 7 out. Okay, so we'll get a number established for shooter number 9. And that's the 4-2, 6 easy. So we'll come out with 44 inside for our base level bet. And here is roll number 2 for this shooter. And there's the sunflowers, the 10 hard, so we miss all 4 inside numbers, so we'll press them all by 1 unit, and we're at 66 inside for roll number 3. And there's the 4-2 again, so that is the 6 easy. Now we could go ahead and press that $20 win, $21 win, but this will be roll number 4. We're off for the come out roll. So really we are done with this shooter, so we'll go ahead and roll it. All the bets are off on the come out roll, so there's no reason to press them. And there's a come out 7, so that's a winner 7, front line winner. And the next roll, and the point will be 9, so that's roll number 5. And so let's get everything out of the way here. Of course we were off for roll number 4, so it didn't really matter if we left them out there or not. So there's the 2-4 again. So that 6 is coming up. That 6 easy is coming up pretty often. And there's the 5-2, 7 out. So that puts us at a new session high now at 11-15 for shooter number 10. And let's get a number established here. Here's the come out roll, and that's the 11. So front line winner there. So up to roll number 2 now. And the point is 9, 6-3, that's the center field 9. So at a session high, we come out with our base level bet, which is 44 inside for roll number 3. And there's the 1 and done there, so that's a 7 out. So that knocks us back down to 1071. So on to shooter 11, and we'll go up 1 level. Once we get a number established, there's the 3 craps again. So here's roll number 2 for shooter number 11. And back-to-back 3 craps. So on to roll number 3. And these rolls do count. So 2 craps, so we will not get any bets in with this shooter. He has 3 craps numbers. And this is his 4th roll, so we'll be done with him. And he does finally throw a number, so 3-1-4, the 4 easy. And the next roll is 7 out. Okay, so that was a horrible shooter there. I'm glad we avoided him. So on to shooter number 12. Come out rolls the horse and buggy, the 4-1-5. No field 5. So back to level 2, that's 66 inside for roll number 2. And that's the 6 easy, so that's a $20 win, $21 win. So let's go 6 on the 6, and let's go 10 on the 5, and let's do the other 5 on the 9. All right, and here's roll number 3, and there's the 6-4, 10 easy, so we miss all our inside numbers. So we'll press them all 1 unit, and here's the final roll for this shooter, and 7 out. So that one hurt. Get all the money out there, and he throws a 7. Those sting a little bit. So that puts us at 983, and we'll be coming out at level 4 for shooter number lucky 13, hopefully. So there's the Colt 45, the center field 9, and we come out with 88 inside. And here's the first roll, and that's a 6-4, 10 easy. So we miss all our inside numbers. So we're going to go ahead and press all the inside numbers by 1 unit. And we're at 110 inside now. And roll number 3 is a 6-2, 8 easy, so that's a $35 win. So we will reinvest that. Let's put 18 on both the 6 and the 8. We'll take $1 out of our rack to cover that extra buck. So 18 on the 6, 18 on the 8. And for roll number 4, we'll hope that we can hit one of those 6s or 8s. And there's the craps 3, so we're done with this shooter. We'll bring all our bets down and let him 7 out, and then we'll reinvest on shooter number 14. All right, there are the sunflowers. And roll number 7. And back to back, 10 hard. A little unusual. And there's a 7 out. All right, and shooter number 14. Here's the come out roll. And that's Yo 11 front line winner. That's roll number 1. And here's roll number 2. And there's another front line winner, 437. So here's roll number 3. And there's the 8 easy, the 6-2. So we'll come out at level 3, 88 inside, as we're still trying to reach our session high. Yeah, let's start that over. I messed that up. Okay, 88 inside, and this is roll number 4. And there's a center field 9, so that's a $28 win. So now we'll bring these down and wait for this shooter to 7 out. There's a 4-2, 6 easy. Next roll. And there's a 6-1, and that shooter is all done. So on to shooter 15 now. And we're rolling. Here we go. And there's a front line winner, back-to-back 6 1s. That's roll number 1. And here's roll number 2. And there's the 3-1-4 easy, so we'll come back up at 88 inside. And here's roll number 3. And that's 5-3-8 easy, so that's a $28 win. So we'll put 12 of that on the 6 and 12 of that on the 8. And that leaves us $4, so let's put $5 on the 9. We'll pull $1 out of our rack. And here's the final roll. Here we go. And there's the 6 easy, the 5-1. And so we'll pull everything down. That is a new session high at 11.16. So I think at this point we'll call this a video. I hope you did enjoy that. We started out with a $1,000 bankroll, ended up at $1,116. That's a $116 win. And on the passive aggressive crap strategy, and of course the passive part is pulling your bets after 4 rolls regardless of what's going on. And the aggressive part is pressing every roll where you actually are in action. So the passive aggressive crap strategy. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give us the old thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to the Craps University channel, we would ask that you do so at this time. We are giving away full ride scholarships here at Craps U, and so it will cost you absolutely nothing, and we would love having you being a part of the Craps University student body. We do craps videos on Sunday evenings. We do roulette videos on Wednesdays, 2 of the best games in the casino. So come back and join us. Thank you for being with us today. And if you're out there rolling those bones this week, we wish you nothing but the best of luck. And may all your rolls be winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.